Hello, everyone. It's Steve Stump here again. I thought I would share uh, this chart that came across my news feed just the other day as I keep up with the industry. And this report from the Kaiser Family Foundation really caught my attention. Now, this time of year, especially, a lot of individuals are looking towards their employers to give them a better alternative for health insurance. And the frank matter of the fact is that employer plans are getting worse and worse and worse because of the amount of costs that they're having to pay to cover their employee base. And so what they are doing is they're going back to the insurance companies. They are raising deductibles year after year after year after year. So here's a chart that shows all the way back to 2010. Now, I talk about this in my video that explains how the industry is rigged against you, but I want to specifically focus on this chart. Now, since 2010, overall inflation has increased 19%. That means you're getting less for the purchasing dollars that you are earning from your employer. Now, you are making a little bit more. Your raises have gone up 27%. But here's where you're getting squeezed. And if you ever felt like this, well, this chart explains why. The premiums, the amount of money that you pay out of each and every paycheck has increased 55% in 10 years. And the deductibles, the amount that you have to pay before the insurance company actually provides any benefits, has increased over 100%, 111% over those 10 years. This is why you feel like you're being squeezed and why you feel like that your dollars are buying less and less and less each year because you're having to shift those dollars to healthcare. Health insurance for the employers is getting no better than what you can get in the private marketplace. This all goes back to the 1970s when they did a study and they found that if insurance companies put this cost sharing aspect into insurance, then of course the insureds would spend less money on healthcare, basically foregoing the healthcare that they need. Now, the belief back then in the 70s was that they would forego the minor healthcare that they need, and it didn't really aid anything or lose anything in their health. Well, newer studies in the 90s and early thousands found out that's not the case. In fact, people are foregoing major procedures and major preventative procedures like colonoscopies, mammograms, and whatnot because they cannot afford to pay those deductibles. These deductibles nowadays are getting so high that basically individuals are becoming functionally uninsured. And that's what I talk about in my video. The healthcare industry is rigged against you. And if you go to insuremesteve.us/rigged, you can learn more about how to change the game in your favor. If that chart described your dollars over the last decade, then now you understand that you have been paying more in premiums and you're having to pay higher deductible levels. And let's not forget, the out of pocket max limits have increased in addition to that as well. So it's not just deductibles. So if you're feeling that squeeze, private insurance could be a better alternative. And in the video, I explain how the industry is rigged against you and you can change the game in your favor. I hope you found this helpful. Check in next day, tomorrow, when I've got more valuable video and information to be able to share.